Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Riva Riley, and I am super foreign. I'm the most foreign person I know, and I've been foreign in every place I've ever been. So here in England, I'm foreign because I'm American. My accent usually gives me away, which is annoying, but it can also be useful, because I can tell if I've made a good first impression on a Brit if they guess that I'm Canadian instead of I've been in England a long time now, and I can definitively say that being an American in England is like being a puppy at a dinner party for cats. No one knows what to do with your enthusiasm, but they want it to stop. But I have been in England a very long time. I have settled in pretty well, and I think that's because I have so much experience being a foreigner. I was a foreigner in my mother's womb. Heavy, right? So my mother is a little Indian woman, and my father is a great big white guy. And I can tell what you're thinking, which parent do I take after? And my parents, they got married over 45 years ago, before interracial marriage was cool, or at least legal in West Virginia. And their marriage has produced 4 hybrid children. So my siblings come in a rainbow of colors. I have a brown sister with reddish hair, I have a tan sister, and I have a pale but dark-haired brother. They're all very beautiful, and they all look appropriately mixed race. Then there's me. I look like a hardy medieval peasant girl who survived many harsh winters. Genetics is a lottery, and I lost. And despite the existence of mirrors, it didn't occur to me that I looked like this for a really long time. And that's because my mom made the fascinating decision to raise us as Indian children. And she'd make comments like, white people can't eat spicy food, or white people are bad at math? So you can imagine my shock when I got to school and no one could tell I was Indian at all. I had this full-on kindergarten crisis when I had to realize, oh my God, am I white? Oh, sweet Ganesh. Now, of course, the reason I invoke Ganesh is because Ganesh is the god of overcoming obstacles. That's one of the many things I learned as the only white kid at Hindu Sunday school. That was a rather interesting experience. One of the things we did in Hindu Sunday school a lot was put on skits of the various gods, and the legends about them. And I played a demon in every one. My mom has a pretty complicated relationship with the way that I look. When I was an infant, people would see a brown woman with a white baby, and they thought she was my nanny. And I've been trying real hard to think of a joke for that, because it's upsetting, isn't it? But even though that was hard, my mom has managed to have some fun with the way I look. She's even managed to actually profit. So one particular incident stands out to me very much. To set the scene, I was 16. So when I was 16, I had the same mass as I have now, but it was arranged differently. So I was basically a walking Picasso painting. Adolescence is hard. So I'm at this neighborhood party, right? And the neighborhood in town I grew up in were very white, predominantly Irish Catholic. So all the people of color, kind of banded together and formed their own community. So my mom had a very diverse cast of friends, unlike the TV show. So I see my mom at this party. I'm looking for her. I see her. She's talking to her friend who happens to be a black woman, and I go over to her. So my mom sees me. Her and her friend immediately stop talking. My mom grabs me by the shoulder, drags me over, and says, "Linda, this is her. This is my daughter, the one I was telling you about." And Linda starts to laugh so hard she can't talk anymore. That's not what you want when you're a 16-year-old embodiment of cubism, is it? So Linda finally manages to choke out, "Oh my God, Jyoti, You were right. All right, lunch tomorrow's on me. And then she leaves. I said, Mom, like, what happened? What was up with that? And Mom said, well, I tried to tell Linda about how white you were, and she thought I was exaggerating. And she said if I wasn't, she had to buy lunch tomorrow. I said, Mom, were you betting with a black woman about how white I am? And she went, yeah, but at least I won. Thank you guys so much. You've been great.